me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's star time.
Friday, July 2nd, and we're talking about trending topics.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Yes, girl.
That's unique.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's unique. That's unique. Yes. No, wait.
Queens is in the building, y'all.
Yo, Moochie, can I get that theory, please? Let me get that theory. You know what I mean? I need that theory right now. I don't need it tomorrow. I don't need it Wednesday. I don't need it Friday. I need that theory right now.
You know, black girls don't really have to do stuff like that. What we gotta do is take naps and moisturize. And we pretty much good to go.
Right.
What's up, everybody? What's up? We are here tonight. I'm with Lamont, and we are going to do the trailer breakdown. This is for episode 9. The episode is called It's About That Time. So I think it's going, we done seen a lot of pow going on in the last episode. So it's going to be some consequences and repercussions. What you think, Lamont?
Of course it is. I mean, I haven't seen the trailer, but Nita gave me some insight to it, and boy, it's about to be some smoke in the city for sure.
We got this girl, look like she done been taken captive, but let's look at the trailer and we're gonna pick it apart, make some predictions. You know how we do. So let's get into it.
Okay.
Those Fame, OC, Crystal.
You don't know that all that's connected, though.
Nothing ever works out for us, Joe.
You loyal to your family. I'm loyal to mine.
Marvin talked to me about replacing you.
So piss all up, Marvin.
Kanan fucking Star. Welcome, my brother.
What's your thoughts?
Oh man. Well, for one, Pops and Snaps done ordered the police to hold Crystal hostage. The way she looking and how bad that wig looking, I think they might done some essaying on her. That's what I
think. I'm thinking that too.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that too. Because
now,
we
of
go
course,
to the
I don't.
picture so you could see it,
Mhm.
because it looked like she got bruises and stuff on her.
Exactly, and then they got her in her panty drawers. Come on, man, boy. So that was the first thing that hit me. Stefano meeting with Rock, and Stefano telling Rock that her brother tried to double cross her, which he didn't.
Which is a lie. He told him, don't even mention anything like that again. That's the crazy part. That it's like he's in a class with Pops and Snaps right now. To me, he could get it. He about to get it.
I believe Stefano probably done made a deal with the FBI, because remember, they was following him. They tried to get Rock to snitch on him. So maybe now he's snitching on Rock, because Rock done got that new connect. And if he can place Rock with that connect, Moochie, he's scot-free. And he get to dibble-dabble in the drugs too.
But keep in mind, do you think she's still gonna have that get out of jail free card?
Yes. Yep.
I think Kanan might get caught up in the mix with this.
It looks like Kanan. I was thinking that maybe Rock and Unique would hook up and start solving each other's problems, literally in the bedroom and outside. But it's looking like he about to try to use and play Kanan, get whatever stash Kanan got and put him under the spell, because you clearly know Pops and Snaps probably done told him to step to Kanan and work with him in the same way that they had Kanan working with his brother. But
exactly. But he knows that. I know he doesn't. How can I say this? I'm still going by the theory I had. He had to see them working together, his brother and Kanan. If you was
well,
in the shadows like this, watching everything, I know you
Mhm.
just emerged right. We didn't see him emerge until that. I just think that he should have seen Kanan knows who he is, so I want to see how this plays out. I think maybe Kanan's gonna do something smart for once. Well, not for he has his smart moments, but I don't know.
No, Mooch, he's not about to do nothing smart. He hate his mama right now. He blaming his mama for everything, and then you mix him with a jealous ex, and that is a combustible recipe. And I feel like all Unique gonna do is use Kanan, and Kanan gonna think that they trying to help him out because they're gonna talk that sweet talk to him in his ear and say, you can be better without your mama. What you need your mama for? You ain't a mama's boy. I can hear it all just to use his little punk ass, and then take him down and try to take Rock down all at the same time.
All right, so let me ask you this: Is Lou gonna now that Lou done emerged again, old school Lou? Do you
Mm-hmm.
think we're gonna see him like how he used to be going with Rock everywhere and stuff like that, or do you think that was just his business that he had to handle?
Oh no, no, Moochie. It was his business, but the business and the way he handled. Did you see the way he was standing in the middle of the street, looking up, holding the power sign like he just bust a good nut? He done let out the old Lulu. The old Lulu is back, and I think that because we about to see the downfall of Marvin, Lulu gonna have to step in and be the new muscle for Rock.
Well, he gonna have to come back because remember she couldn't. Do you remember when she couldn't trust Marvin? So he was like really like playing the back. He wasn't that close to her. and
Mm-hmm.
and now we
Mm-hmm.
see why he don't have it together all of the time, and he be making mistakes. Even though I love Marvin, but I'm just this is not looking good for him.
Right, right. Right. Marvin is up the creek, Moochie. Marvin is up the creek. It is about to be a problem for him, and I'm hoping they don't kill him. But you know who said it first that he was going to die. But I'm really hoping that instead of death, I'm hoping he go to jail and somehow or another they can find a way to get him out. But
That's what I'm
Moochie,
hoping.
he's involved in too many things for this to end well for him this season.
I know. So okay, so now that we seen that Lulu had took care of B Rilla's co-conspirators.
Mm-hmm. Fake ass Teddy Pendergrass,
Remember,
and
it's one state it's one that they didn't get.
right, right.
So my question is, we know that the police is sniffing around. Do you think he's gonna get over with this, or do you think that B Real is not gonna be able to hold it together?
It. I mean, that all depends on how B Rilla's record sales and record deals go. If B Rilla can't get his hands on money quick, he gonna fall apart, and you might have to see Lulu take him out.
That's
But
what I see it in the chat, and I think a lot of us is thinking that too. He might have to, tie up some loose ends, and
mm-hmm,
his rap game is kind of falling to the wayside. His lyrical content is not all of what it's cracked up to be. He can't even stay on beat right now.
mm-mm. He can't do it. But I mean, he should be able to stay on beat now. Now that the pressure of him having to go and rob folks is gone, maybe he can stay on beat now. But I don't think B Rilla is in this to be a character that's going to be going too far in the future. And we about to see him probably get taken out.
Okay, so you know the story about this new guy that's coming, right?
That's Lamar Jackson, NFL MVP, and we seen him on one episode this season.
This is this is the first one, right?
I thought no, I think we got a glimpse of him in episode 3 or episode 4. He popped in for a quick minute and then he popped out.
Okay, so he's like with the Jersey crew.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me. Oh, she's gonna meet with her boo. And they gotta look like they eating strawberries and.
You
What you
know,
think about this? I guess she's home for some sort of break.
I think they're gonna enjoy each other's company. I think that she's gonna probably get really, really close to this girl. And the girl might be coming back saying that she's going to go to college somewhere around there so that they can try to be together again. You know, I've never seen two people share strawberries. One got a fork in the hand, the other one looking at the girl as if she's the thing that she want to put on the fork. But this is some
she want to have her with those strawberries.
And I can easily see Juke getting this young lady to go street level. Easy.
Wow.
I
need to get my book for this one. Hold on.
Moochie. You know some good panty draws. Do some things to folks' head. And you seen the way she was down there tearing that carpet up when she caught her at college. And for all we know, this could be the after carpet munching session right now.
So you think we might see something?
I don't think they're gonna show it the way they done earlier in the season. They'll probably imply it, and then you go have yourself a good little chuckle.
Okay, so what you think's going on with this?
Crystal gone and came up missing because it looked like, isn't that Crystal stuff that's standing in front of him? Those bags, those Crystal's bags, if I'm not mistaken, didn't she have her luggage with her? Yeah, so most likely that's gifts that he brought for Crystal. He on the phone trying to call her and can't call her, and now he trying to blame it on Rock.
Oh, he must be telling her to try to come back. Because remember, he told her to go away. And she must then reach where she was supposed to be. And now the panic is setting in because Rock was the last person she saw.
Oh, 100%. 100%. He's panicking. She didn't give the check-in phone calls. Juke is looking like she's very concerned. And Kanan, poor fella, his little brain about to fall apart. He's trying to become a boss. His friends and now his panty draws then came up missing. Dude is straight falling apart. I don't know what to say about him.
Yeah.
Other than he don't need to let Unique be the answer to his problems.
Exactly. It looked like she tearing him a new butthole. What you
Lord
think?
Yes, Lord. Because I mean, and you know what? He got on the perfect shirt to get his ass toe up too. I hope she even mentioned how ugly that shirt is. Even back in them time, she is getting into him. Look how she's sitting in the chair, legs wide open, hand in the middle of where the legs split, hair just barely creased over her eyeball, finger on the table the way when y'all women trying to tell us about ourselves, like you pinching salt on something. She getting in that ass good.
I'm surprised she ain't tapping her nail on the table in anger. So you think this guy's gonna be a real threat? Because he already put a post up saying that he gonna be like, someone to reckon with.
Oh yeah, he's a threat. I mean, Moochie, you don't go get someone who's a 2-time NFL MVP to not let him have a you know, he don't got to be a regular, but when you insert him, you have to insert him with some force. You don't get someone with that kind of panache to just let them come and take out the garbage and then they're gone. The garbage he gonna be taking out is some humans.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Oh,
we
Lord
already
have
talked
mercy.
about that.
Lord
So
have mercy. Lord,
you
Lord,
see the
Lord.
bruises on her?
Yes, save this girl, please. Please
You
save
think
this
she gonna
girl.
make it out, or you think she gonna get taken out?
No, she's gonna make it out, but I just wonder, will Kanan, or at the very least, Juke, figure out that this was somehow or another tied to Pops and Snaps?
So she's here with Stefano. That's that picture. I
Now,
think she see right through Stefano though.
now,
What you
Moochie,
think?
you remember me and you done this? We did a trailer breakdown a couple of episodes ago when Marvin came to this place. He had a talk with Stefano, and then Stefano had to rush out the building. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. That was
Do
when they
you?
found the guy in Howard Beach.
Yep. Do you remember me saying to you that I think one of those guys is FBI sitting in his restaurant?
Yeah.
Look at the guy just to the right. Well, if you're looking at the
Right
screen
behind
to the
Rock's
left,
shoulder.
yep. I think that that's some kind of FBI person that's in there that's been keeping tabs on who's coming, who's going, and also keeping tabs on Stefano.
Well, let me write this down.
And not only he keeping tabs on Stefano, the day when Stefano walked out and left Marvin in there, that same guy was sitting there and didn't go out with Stefano. So he's not one of Stefano's goons.
So fed in Stefano's restaurant.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they've already told us, Moochie, that the feds is watching them. They've already told us that via
Okay,
Rock's old lawyer. So we know somebody is keeping the tabs on them.
all right. So with that being said, I want to ask you this question. Do you think Kanan was in there too now?
Mm-hmm.
So now it look like Rock got a whole enterprise, which
Oh,
technically
she
she
do.
does.
She
So
does.
now she could get her get out of jail free card. Do you think she'll throw her son under the bus? And do you
No.
think this is how Kanan gets his time? Remember, he did juvie. That's why I'm asking these questions.
Yeah. Look, if there's anything you could say about Rock, she loyal to her family. She ain't throwing none of the family under the bus. Mm-mm. She's
That's
not
why I
throwing them
brought
under the
it up
bus.
because she mentioned it in the trailer. I don't
No,
think
I don't
I
think.
think she believes she doesn't believe that Marvin backdoored her.
Of course not, and she shouldn't. So what's Stefano's game plan here with her? Is Stefano trying to get her to disconnect from her brother, which would be very stupid to even, because look, Stefano already done let us know that Rock is down for her family, because when Kanan came, he shut Kanan down and reminded Kanan that she borrowed $500,000 to save his little punk ass. So Stefano should know that she is loyal to a fault to the men in her life. She's very loyal to him. So why would he sit here and think that he could pit her against her brother?
I think he's doing it out of desperation.
And let's keep in mind, she holds the cards to the product, not him. And that's not to say that he needs her product, but she is in control of the product and could undercut him and do all kinds of other things if she wanted to. So he best tread lightly with Rob. Uh-oh.
What you
Here we
think
go with
with this?
Garcia. You know, I'm wondering who is going to take out Garcia. I'm kind of thinking it might be Pops and Snaps to get rid of him. And if not Pops and Snaps, we
It's gonna
might
be Juke.
see. Right, exactly. It might be Juke
You know why?
catching her
I
first
got
police body.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
look,
oh,
and
yeah.
let us not forget,
Like
Moochie.
that?
Moochie, let us not forget. They still haven't cleaned up the situation with Juke and her daddy when they went up there and took out the great American hero that was beating women.
I know, but I think they just chalked it up as a robbery. I think they're gonna get away with it, but unless DNA is brought into the mix.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, something's got to come up with Garcia. He's sticking his nose in too many places.
What you think about this? Do you think
I
she's
think
convincing him that
this is
she's
going to
not
be
involved with anything?
yeah, this is going to be an interesting conversation. I think that she can convince him as long as Juke is still on Rock's side, because he really respects Juke. He really does, and Juke is probably the only person that can get him to act correctly. And look who Juke's sitting beside.
Mm-hmm.
2-on-1. So he might went in there and ran his little filthy mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Juke and Rock washed his mouth out with some Texas bread. Shut up, boy. Eat his bread.
So he done had some Texas toast.
Texas toast right down his throat. Shut the hell up.
Now in that it was another picture I saw. Well, I thought I had it. The picture where he looked like he's confronting her. It's another picture of the detective and Juke.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she is gonna smoke him.
Yeah. It's about that time. It's about that time. She need to get smoked. He need to get smoked. For sure.
So with all of this going on, I didn't even get to do my recap with this, but this episode was fire, man. And I didn't even, and I had to break out yesterday, but this episode, the previous episode, it was on from the beginning.
Give them some bonus material for this trailer. Give them some bonus material and tell them what you thought about, the episode. What hit you hard? What hit you right? What didn't hit you?
I think that's gonna come back with the conversation that Juke and Rock had, where she asked, which was I felt like it was a dumb question. How did she die?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think Marvin would tell her that his mother asked her to do that.
Right.
But do you think that secret is going to get out where that might put a bad taste in Juke's mouth about Rock?
Juke loves Rock and has tremendous respect for Rock. And I feel like Juke pretty much knows, for the most part, most of the dastardly stuff Rock has done. She know about D Wiz. She knows about Howard. She knows all that stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if there's hardly anything that Rock could do to Juke to make her look at her funny, except for take out one of her girlfriends. And maybe even hurt Kanan too.
She know about Unique. She knew about Unique and the baby too.
Mm-hmm. She know about that.
Crazy part.
Right.
Do you think we're gonna ever hear about that again?
No, that's so not until she actually tell Unique. Which why would she? But for the sake of the story, they might put it in there, and she might tell Unique what's going on.
I wonder who Marvin. You saw in the trailer how Marvin was, aiming the hammer at somebody. Who do you think it is? Do you think it's E.T. or Unique's people? Could be the Koreans.
Man, that's a good question.
It could be Stefano's people. He got it coming at him from all angles. It's crazy.
Yeah, he does. Moochie, it ain't no telling who he pointing the hammer at. It could be early. It could be early. I
You
mean, for
have
all
to
you
take
know,
him out.
now what would, other than early about the snitch on him to maybe Stefano or Marvin catch him talking to Unique, why else would Marvin had to point the hammer at early?
If he sees him talking to Unique, I think he might do it. Because
Mm-hmm.
then that means he's gonna put two and two together and know that he was talking to Unique for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
even mess up his business even more with Stefano.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It ain't looking good for Team Marvin. All you ladies that love Marvin, y'all about to be starving.
Okay, Marvin is gonna pull an ace in paid in full and use those diamonds as an exit plan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like early in the season when Rock asked him about Stefano. Yeah, I want to see how that conversation goes with him and Rock. Is he going to be able to convince her that he said nothing of the sort? This might make him go back and take out Stefano just for that, because you lying on me to my sister.
That's true. That's true. I mean, it should get Marvin to want to cut ties with Stefano once this get out, because Rock is gonna go back and tell Marvin what's going on. It's not like she gonna hide it. She don't got no reason to hide it. So um, I think they're gonna have to plot against Stefano, and that's gonna leave Rock in a position of how she's gonna get rid of her product and make the money. Um, maybe, just maybe, if she meets these New Jersey Negroes, she might can buy them from up underneath Unique.
I know, because they can have their own. She's the supplier now. She's the plug.
Right. Exactly.
She's he don't have. If now that Quan is gone, he has nobody to get his stuff from. So he has no
Hmm.
choice but to come to Rock. But he's
Exactly.
gonna use Kanan for that. That's where I see that, and that's why he's gonna be like, if he does that, I feel like that's betrayal with his own mom. But I don't know. It just seems like he could set his mom up, and I hope they don't go that route where they taking out the parents again. What's your
I don't
thoughts?
think I don't think they're gonna go that route this time. I don't see that. Um, it looks to me like they setting up Pops and Snaps to possibly be the main villains, or at least somewhat the main villains for the next season coming up. And that means that either this episode or episode 10, they're going to have to do some real sick cliffhanger, which could be them killing Crystal.
Mm. Do you think Kanan's gonna put it together that it's Pops and Snaps moving all these pieces around?
He will, but it's probably going to be too late. He probably ain't going to figure it out till the last second of the last minute of the last episode.
Um, Kanan could be getting a call that Crystal's mother boyfriend Purcell is at his job. Well, I did see a picture of him confronting somebody, and it looked like it was an older man. So that could be. I think that was in the trailer. Though, remember
Right.
when they did the season trailer?
Uh-huh.
I'm sure. I think that was one of the pictures too. So of course we're gonna see a confrontation with that. Oh, she
Definitely.
said that's not luggage. That's the table and legs. In the picture with Crystal, where Kanan was
Mm-hmm.
in his apartment.
Right, right.
I didn't even see that. Let me just do this super chat real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Money. Yeah.
All right, girls, get up. Y'all know what that means. There's money upstairs. Come on.
All right, thank you, DeMarcus. It would be interesting if E-Tone smoked early Tyler for Unique to get good with Stefano for the death of Capo Tupudo. You think so? Look, you be coming up with some theories like you be in the writer's room, brother.
He sure do. Damn right.
But that would be a good look, though. Do you see Unique and Rock ever uniting again? Or do you think the line has been drawn in the sand?
Oh,
He's not
you already know. I think they're gonna unite again. That's for damn sure.
And
that is for damn
Detective
sure.
Garcia is trying to tell. He think he's trying to blame him for taking out his own brother.
Right.
And Detective Howard, because they was all working together. She looked mad about other stuff. Oh yeah, that's the legs to the table. That's right. Ain't no luggage.
Yeah, it show is the legs to the table. Ain't nothing there.
Go back and look at the picture.
That's exactly what it is. Legs to the table. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, this was dumb for him to let him live. He gonna take him out. He have to, because he's not. He's to me. He's not to be trusted, because he been rocking with Unique. He's the one that brought him back to life to me.
Exactly.
You got any more theories as far as this goes? Do you think Quan's people is gonna come at Marvin?
Nope.
They gotta get the other one in line though. Cause he's not even having do you think this guy is gonna be getting these trucks moving like how they were before?
Hell no. Hell no.
That's probably who Marvin taking out. I could see he's gonna get so angry with him and lose it. Why you think she said he effed this up? Yeah, Rock do want to snag David. What's up, Gemini Don?
Shout out to all the people that came through to show me and Moochie love. We can't say it enough that we're grateful to you and glad that you guys stick in here with us as we do our videos and go through our day and try to make it in this MAGA world we live in.
Oh Lord, you ain't never lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Marvin has caught a body every other episode this season. The writers are making sure Marvin goes out with a bang. Even Rock kind of foreshadowing his demise last episode. Yeah. But I think he know too. I thought he knew from the moment he did the hit at the church that his life was on a time limit.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he knew that. But he just, he just chalked it up to like, well, this is my life.
Exactly. So we shall see.
Whose grave you think they were standing by? You think that was Grandma's grave, or you think? I don't want to say Marvin's going. No.
Some people are saying that because it's been 2 weeks since Mama Joyce kicked the bucket, that it can't be Mama Joyce. So it could be Crystal.
So okay, when we started out this conversation, the beginning of this live, you were saying she gonna make it out.
I said I hope she makes it out.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with it because we know it's not his baby mother.
No.
I think she might not make it.
Yep. That's either Crystal's grave or that's Marvin's grave.
Oh Lord. Oh. Kanan is that crystal grave site with the roses. Ooh. I hope he find out that Pops and Snaps had everything to do with it and he don't think that his mama did this.
Yeah. Yeah, but that he might. And that might be what pushes him right into the arms of Unique. And now Unique gonna step in and be Ronnie.
Yeah, but his mother's still a supplier.
That's true.
What's gonna happen.
That's true. But they could plot to try to overthrow the mama and
That's
meet
what
the
I'm
connect.
thinking. If he does that and turn against his mother like that.
Well, Moochie, think about what he going through, and I'm not saying he's right. I'm just giving you I'm just putting you inside the man's perspective.
Okay.
Right now, he's thinking that his mama has taken out two of his best friends, taken out his girlfriend, his live-in girlfriend, and then won't let him grow as a man. Not to mention she took out his daddy, who he was just starting to build a relationship with.
This is
all that is enough to make anybody turn on anybody. I don't give a damn if it's your mama or your daddy.
We gotta bring it all out. And she put the hammer in his bag when he went to school last season.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But that kind of backfired.
And then OC. I'm sure he feel a little something about OC, especially considering that money was gone.
Yeah, but you going right with the person that took out OC.
He don't know that. You
think he's gonna find that out? Because Unique is so unstable right now.
I think that the way they're gonna end this entire series, it is gonna be Kanan having to take out Unique or somebody that he becomes very, very close to. Because remember, like he said, you ain't no killer till you kill somebody you love.
Yeah. But who you think the other person gonna be? And you know what? I'm gonna give you do you remember? I'm going back to OG Power. Do you remember when Juke was talking about the fight they had, and it was some scar that Kanan got?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is when we gonna see that? Because that happened because them two had a fight.
We might. It's hard to say because with everything that's going on, they're in a sweet spot with 2 episodes left. They're in a sweet spot where I feel like it's just enough material that they can tie up everything for this season and also give you a cliffhanger for the next season.
Mm-hmm.
In past seasons, it seems like they got so much going on that they can't tie it up in one season and then give you a decent cliffhanger for the next season. They got stuff that's going to continue into the next season. Like this is a damn soap opera, Young and the Restless or some shit. But it looks like they're going to be able to tie up everything that went on this season and then give you a decent cliffhanger to go to next season that can be its own story.
I agree. I think we're going to get a good cliffhanger out of this too.
Mm-hmm. I do. I agree. You got some more of them super chats coming through, Mooch. They loving a sister tonight.
No, that's you, my guy.
Yeah. Money. Yeah.
All right, girls, get up. Y'all know what that means. There's money upstairs. Come on.
All right, Nathan. I believe we'll figure out that Pops and Snaps is playing Kanan, and of course, Kanan won't listen. That boy's BS is always on time. It's never late. So I think he's gonna discover it just like how he did with Ronnie. Like something's gonna happen where he gonna put it together that they was behind all of this, and Bonnie and Clyde is gonna be gone, because that's what they was calling them.
Mm-hmm.
You think we seen the last of OC's brother? I don't know. Once Juke hit him with that hammer, he knew he got some act right with that. You know, he got the nigga be cool sign when he got hit with that hammer. Be cool. Be cool. I just hate that it makes more. It is gonna take more than a year. I know we're not gonna see it till next year. I wish it was like how Law and Order be. They be on episode number 25, and we still be rocking out for the whole year.
Exactly.
Yeah. These 10 episodes is just a tease. So what you got going on your channel?
Not much. I'm probably gonna take tomorrow off. You know, I've started diving a little bit more into politics because we're living in some very dangerous times. Where people's racism is just out there on Front Street, which I would prefer it to be out there on Front Street. Great.
Yeah, now you know who you're dealing with.
Right. But when you do something that you know clearly is illegal or hate speech, I need your ass to pay consequences for it. And now that girl that cussed out the little boy, the MAGA folks is doing everything they can to deflect from the fact that she used hate speech against a 5-year-old to the point where this trailer park trash has now done raised. She almost had $1 million, Moochie. It pays to be racist nowadays. Hell, you get your ass
I'm
in the
not
White
surprised. And they shouldn't even open their mouth about Carmelo Anthony raising all that money.
What he raised money for?
The kid in Texas that had the incident with the other football player under the tent.
Mm-hmm.
And he took him out with the thing to clean your cleats with. He got poked up because they was bullying him, and his twin brother was bullying him.
Damn.
Thank you for the super sticker. Hey, Harley's treasure. Cute profile.
Oh Lord.
It might be it might end like Power, where Monet say to her son, "Oh, you know what? I was thinking that too, and we talked about this at the beginning of the season, that we hope we don't get a repeat performance of that. But it looked like it might be going in this direction. She might sacrifice herself, but they were saying she was alive in OG Power. Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think he'll line his mother up to get locked up?
Why not? I could see it happening.
It would come full circle if Kanan Smoke offers to Pickett and Wiley for the death of Famous, just like OG Kanan Smoke Jukebox to save Tariq. I could see that happening. And they dirty cops anyway. Do you think we're going to see Detective Baptiste again now that these cops is so caught up in the mix?
I think we'll see him, but it's not going to be no more this season. It'll probably be next season. I mean, they might sprinkle his face in on the finale, because I do think somebody's going to get Garcia. I I think his ravishing Rick Rude beard ass is done, and you're gonna have to see Baptiste for that.
I do think it's gonna be Juke with this though, cause but she know how to talk to the cops too, and I want to see how she ends up becoming a cop. Like, how does all of that go down?
I do too. I really would like to see that myself. Like, I want to see how she gets to that post and becomes a cop. I want to see it. I do.
Okay, so GD says the fact that they finished filming season 5 months ago should be the reason stars give you season 5 at the end of the year, right after Force ends. I hope they do. I hope they do. What's your thoughts, Lamont?
I wish they would, but we know they ain't.
They're gonna make us hold out all of that time. I figure if they started filming Origins yet, then I could see them waiting. The reason why them waiting, so it could go right into that.
We're not gonna see season 5, ladies and gentlemen, until after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They gonna drag this thing on out on us. Sorry.
All right. So we will. I know I'll be back tomorrow for Godfather of Harlem. I'll be doing a trailer breakdown. I didn't even do the recaps for these, but I've been watching. But I'm excited about this episode that's coming up, being that everything that happened in the last episode, because they warring right now, so we're gonna see who else is gonna be on the chopping block. I think the imitation Biggie gonna get going.
He need to. His body is built for some bullets. He need to.
Yeah, he gonna take a couple of hits. Maybe by the time we get Power Origins, we'll see Jukebox next journey, more than likely, and Kanan, of course. Both are part of the young Ghost and Tom. Oh yeah, they are both part of Ghost and Tommy's journey. Do y'all think he's gonna get brought in next season, Ghost and Tommy? Because they did a time jump this time.
They might. It's hard to say with them.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes they giving the people what they want. I feel like they did, even though Unique's characters all right. I feel like I don't want it to be like how BMF did Lamar. I feel like they kept that character around too long.
I know that dude. He was Michael Myers #1. Just couldn't get rid of him.
No, I think season 5 will be the last season of Raising Kanan, and then it's gonna go into Origins. I think it's done like that because I think he's taking everything to that streaming platform he has. I think I'm not. Don't quote me on it.
Wow. Yep. Agreed.
That could be a cliffhanger for the last season of Raising Kanan. Even last year was an Easter egg of Tommy's name sprayed painted we was getting little things. Hey Tressa. Ew.
Trust, I can't eat no cupcakes, man. I'm still on my cut. I'm still on my summertime cut.
Oh, you okay. You trying to get it right for the summer?
Daggone right. I'm gonna be running around out here halfway naked. I sure am. And part of my 6-pack is already starting to come in. You wait till about August.
Pops the snap, control the chessboard. They gotta get a better duo of dirty cops though. Ebony and Ivory are a little too sloppy. I agree. Cause it seemed like they just be Remember when they found those were the same cops that found Lulu when he was going on his little drunken binge, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I had pointed that out a couple of weeks ago that those were the same cops. That's why I wasn't surprised that it was them. And I did predict that it was Pops and Snaps that orchestrated all of that.
Yeah, you sure did. You went in on that.
But she not listening to Kanan's not listening, don't listen to his mother when she be dropping gems. She dropped him a gem when they walked out of that meeting, and he still ain't take heed to it. Or did he? To me, you went to talk to them about something like that because you felt like you couldn't trust your mother. Your mother was honest. She did tell you she took out D-Wiz.
Yep.
And I think if she did it, she would have told you about that too. If she took out Famous. Oh, yeah, it's my guy's birthday. So, you know, if y'all want to hit him up with some super chats, go ahead.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Yeah, your birthday's coming up.
Mm-hmm. Lord, have mercy. I'm scared.
Mm-hmm. And I ain't see the little girl ain't coming here tonight.
I know.
She went to bed.
they up to something.
Mm-hmm. They probably gonna surprise you. Hey, Lamar, do we get a sequel of Frank Lucas after Godfather of Harlem is done? I believe so.
Yep. I believe me and Moochie talked that shit up.
Yeah, we talked about it. We said they was gonna transition into that. I want to see, are they gonna stay enemies or if he's gonna become his driver like they said he was? What's your thoughts, Lamont?
He's gonna become the driver. I mean, they already setting the stage right now. To probably is gonna be some kind of situation where Bumpy is gonna have to save his little young ass, and that's what's gonna finally make them respect each other. And I do think that Pettigrew is gonna get taken out this season.
I think so too. You think it's Chance that's gonna get taken out, right?
No, I think it's Pettigrew.
Yeah, because do you think he gonna do something like? Remember, he took money from Bumpy before. Do you think he gonna do something disloyal again?
I don't know if he's gonna do something disloyal, as much as I think he might get caught up in some crossfire.
Okay. So I know I'll be back tomorrow to do Godfather of Harlem. So please keep y'all notifications on. And I guess that's about all. I mean, that's about all I got with this. You got anything else you want to share?
No, I can't even reference him because he's a dirtbag. So I'm not even gonna say that. You all hug and love your families.
Mm-hmm.
Have some big fun.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them safe. Keep them together. And my black people, educate your black folks and your kids about the real history of this country. Why they trying to get rid of it and make us be ashamed and trying to shame us into thinking that they should get rid of it. Teach your kids and your folks a little something about the history of this country.
Lamont, I've been watching. Have you been watching The Last of Us?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
How do you
Loved
think
it.
It's going? Sally want us to tell her how we think it's going.
The first 2 episodes was fast, hard hitting, and this last episode was a little slow. We learned that old girl is pregnant. Dina, who also played real live action Dora the Explorer, and she's also going to be Hawk Girl in the new Superman movie. She's a hot young talent.
She was in Sicario too.
Yep. And
Sicario too.
I mean, if you play the video game, which I did, they are following the video game really, really close. And I think at some point in time, they just dropped in with Fedora, who seems like he's a bad guy, but really he's a survivalist. And I think that him and Ellie and Dina are going to wind up teaming up together to go after the people that took out Ellie's stepfather, basically.
Yeah, it was a slow burn episode, but I'm worried about. I feel like Ellie be doing some dumb stuff where I be just wanting to scream at this girl through the TV.
Well, that's her thing, and at the end of the day, Ellie has the one thing that if the world find out, they would tie her to a room and just suck blood out of her. She's immune to them clowns. She's immune to them. And she needs to take care of that secret until she get to some scientists that are going to actually help with her blood. They could go that route, or they could go the video game route. But I think it would be interesting to see a story on which they're able to use her blood, synthesize her blood to treat people, and to also use her blood to kill the infected. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I feel like she's telling too many people now. Like I know her, I know she knows. I know I know her
Dina.
little girlfriend knows now. Dina knows.
Dina knows now. Dina. But other than Dina, I don't think nobody else knew but Joel, and maybe Joel's brother. That's it.
But she was yelling it that I want to say it was either the first or the second episode. She was screaming that she was immune.
Now, imagine if them clowns that killed her daddy knew she was immune. They would have drug her ass right on up out of there.
Oh yeah. When the wolves, they would have took her. But these people that they messing with now, both sides is wicked.
Right. Yep. So you really got three factions fighting each other. You got those religious people, you've got the wolves, and you got Federa. And I guess you can count Dina and Ellie as their own little group too. The sneaky group that you don't see coming.
I wonder what's going to happen now that they went off by themselves without the approval of the town.
The town is gonna send an envoy out there to try to help them out a little bit. They're gonna send like 2-3 guys out there to try to help them out. Because I mean, look, you got to think when you living in those kind of conditions, and you let somebody kill one of your own just like that, and now they done seen your base camp, they're going to want to come back for resources. Because it's looking pretty bad right now. They don't have a cure for this thing yet. The damn fungus, the spores of the fungus is communicating to the fungus infected people. Damn.
And it's going through the pipes and everything now. You see how it was through them pipes?
Yeah. Like, damn. I mean, you better cover up your sinks so that the fungus can't grow in your sink and hear everything you talking about. Then go tell them folks, hey, they warm-blooded up here. You'll really get a good munch out of these MFs. Hey, they need to do something about that. But we'll see.
So this is Nathan's question. Thanks for the super chat. Will Unique be able to find a connect by episode 10? I don't think he have a choice right now. Have no choice but to deal with Rock. And I think that's where this whole little relationship with him and Kanan is going to be sparked.
Exactly.
They're going to be working together.
They're going to do it. You got that right. They sure live.
And on that note, we rounded it off to an hour. I like to thank everybody for coming. Thank everybody for bearing with me, because I know I haven't been doing as much as I usually do. And I will be getting back to it, but I might have to just come on and talk about it. I can't do all the bells and whistles every time I I drop videos. So, I might just drop a quick video and give my thoughts and be out. But I want to thank everybody for coming through. Lamont, he also has a political channel that you need to follow. And what is that channel called again?
It's called This One.
Oh, my bad. I thought you.
Yeah.
It's Sally,
called This
thank you. All right. Y'all made me feel good tonight because I was kind of feeling down. I was telling Lamont I was feeling a little down before I started. And thanks for cheering me up. What? Wait, did somebody say something about my Lulu going? No.
Oh Lord, boy. Oh God. Y'all about to turn Moochie inside out.
No. Y'all got me like Monique and Precious. No. With that being said, thanks for coming out. God bless. And have a good night, y'all. Later.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.